J.J. Brown ate. It was a lifelong condition starting way back when he was a young man. A condition called rheumatism had vexed the Brown family. As a wealthy man, he had soaked in the Glenwood Springs, Colorado pools, but that hadn't cured his aches. Friends told him about a place nestled in the woods and on the hills in Arkansas. According to his friend, A.V. Hunter, there were 4 places in the United States to help people with rheumatism: Waukesha, Wisconsin; Mount Clemens, Michigan; Excelsior Springs, Missouri; and Hot Springs, Arkansas. So that's where he came, 1,000 miles from Denver, to a place called Hot Springs, Arkansas, where the water flows at 143 degrees. It was early 1921 when J.J. wrote his son Lawrence.
January 29th. My dear boy, I am stove up with rheumatism. My circulation is very deficient, and I am going to Arkansas Hot Springs for a 3 weeks boiling out.
When J.J. came here, the United States government had this as a reservation. Entrepreneurs had come years before when the thermal springs were nothing but wood shacks and built brick bathhouses here on Bathhouse Road. There were 5 bathhouses here in J.J.'s time: the Maurice, the Buckstaff, the Hale, the Superior, and the Fordyce. We know he would have tried to boil in one of those. Let's go inside the Fordyce and see how J.J. experienced the waters. A single treatment costs 55 cents, a series of 21 for $10, at a time when a cigar roller earned 26 cents per hour. Sometimes money couldn't buy relief.
February 25th. Oh, my back and muscles were very sore, and now, after taking few baths, I am worse off than ever. Yesterday I could scarcely walk, but am little better today, and hope for the better in time to come.
So we know the thermal water came out at 143 degrees. We know the men dressed in the dressing rooms, then came down and soaked in tubs. Was that what J.J. meant when he said I was coming to boil? Or was it here, in the vapor rooms, where men were segregated from women? They put a towel, stuck their head through, and this steam poured onto them, trying to get rid of the aches. Was it here? Right here? The vapor bath caused profuse sweating, rapid pulse, and an increased body temperature. Doctors believe that the increase in body temperature destroyed toxins associated with chronic rheumatism. A prolonged 15 to 30-minute vapor bath was recommended for treatment of rheumatism, jaundice, obesity, and the final stage of syphilis. People suffering from paralysis, disorders of the spinal cord, hysteria, and hypochondria supposedly benefited from the vapor bath. J.J. blamed his trouble on rheumatism, but Dr. Brownlee told him to quit the cigars, or he would go to nervous prostration. Sometimes he had trouble breathing.
Breath like a jackass, hauling a ton of coal up 10% grade. I did not know it was so serious, but I do know that I am in a bad way, whether it is from smoking or some other damn fool thing. So I must stop it.
The bathhouses were meant to treat and pamper wealthy guests. Stained glass art. expertly laid tile floors, statues, and private steam showers. After several weeks in Hot Springs, J.J. wrote his son Lawrence.
March 4th, 1921. My dear boy, I was feeling very badly. I wrote a few lines from here, but was real bum until this morning when I began to feel much better. I hope to gain from this time on to my leaving here. March 11th. I cannot say when I may leave here, except that we'll sure depart when the pains leave my limbs.
Can you imagine it? You just had people waiting on you, wrapping you with towels. You had been boiled, and now you're going to walk back to the Arlington Hotel. But you're going to do it in grand style. The men were dressed very nicely, some of them in linen at the turn of the century. They would have gone on the Grand Promenade back. Can't you picture it, the parasols? It was a place, Hot Springs, Arkansas, where you were kind of taken care of, if you were wealthy, like J.J. Brown. Staying at the Hotel Arlington wasn't cheap. A sirloin steak was $5, or a fresh trout could be had for $2. J.J.'s gold dividends had dwindled by 1921, and his expenses were at least $10,000. He needed to go home.
March 21, 1921. My dear boy, your letter of March 15th just arrived on the 19th. I am glad to learn that all are well in your little burg at La Jolla. I am improving every day and hope to leave here by end of week.
So he came here to Hot Springs, Arkansas, because he ate. And then he boiled. But was he cured? For at least a time in Arkansas, J.J. Brown appeared to be happy.